Hello, welcome to Coco's Crochet. This is Coco and I'm Litza, and we would like to welcome you to our podcast number 4. As usual, Coco's had a little snack and she's ready for a little rest, so she will say, see you all later. She's wearing a little star today because she is a superstar. I'm just going to pop her down for now. Thank you all once again for joining us. We're so excited to be with you. Since we last saw you, so much has happened, both with our crochet and also making friends along the way. Coco is an absolute superstar at the moment. She gets more emails than myself, and everybody that comments is so kind because they always, include her. So thank you to every single one of you. I do want to have a special thank you go out to, so a shout out to 3 amazing women who have their own channels who were kind enough to give us a shout out. The first one is Julie from KS Mum Crochets. She is one of the sweetest humans on this planet. I will link all of these YouTube channels down below, and please go along and visit them all, subscribe and watch their videos. The next one is Terry from Yarn Joy podcast. She's also a lovely lady who has amazing content and just so much to offer. And last but certainly not least is the beautiful Ella from No Catchy Name Crochet. She is one of the most sweetest young people I think that I've come across for a long time. So please go and show them all some love, just like they've shown Coco and myself. And all of you who have come across and subscribed to our channel and are watching us, thanks to them. Thank you so very much. We really appreciate all of you coming across, and I hope you all stay and watch us grow through our crochet journey. In my last podcast, I did talk about the Infinity Scarf and Beanie set by Crystal from Bag O' Day Crochet. And for those of you who haven't seen my little tiny short clip on the finished article, which was the scarf, I'll just show it to you now very quickly. Here it is, complete. I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. It is a very thick scarf, as it is a bulky weight scarf, and I certainly won't be wearing it for a little while because it is warming up here in Australia. And here is the beanie in case any of you missed it. I just absolutely loved working with this yarn very quickly. It is the Ogo in Concord Crush. So this is the one that I used. I actually used 1.5 of the Ogos, and I still have enough to certainly make another beanie for sure. If I don't, I don't know, I've never made mitts. Maybe I'll try some fingerless mitts. Watch this space. So that's my finished project since I last saw you. But what I have totally been concentrating my time on, if you remember, I spoke about our school putting on some night markets. And I'd just like to say a huge thank you to my friend Krista, who is the organizer of that. And she's given us such an opportunity as crafters in the community to actually, take a leap of faith and have a stall on the day. So I'm certainly going to be, doing that, as I did share with you. And then after that, we're going to have some carols, which has been such a long time since that's happened. I guess with COVID and, my children are all grown up now, and I don't have any grandbabies yet, so I haven't had really an opportunity to go along. So I'm really looking forward to the event. So thank you, Christy. So what have I been doing that's going towards the markets? Well, so many of you have been so kind to share some ideas of makes that you've actually had success with at markets, and my mind is like, oh my God, I need more time. But what I have started with, and it was Julie from KS Mum Crochet who actually suggested maybe some ornaments because it is around Christmas time. And I was thinking, knowing her, she's probably thinking like little proper little balls and things like that with her amazing amigurumi and toy making skills. I'm not quite there yet, but what I stumbled across, and it was such a treasure and such an amazing surprise because it has given me such a head start. Last year I was crocheting a whole heap of stars for my friends at work and also for another project, and at the time I think I made 150, and I used maybe 20 or 30 of them, and I used them as little tags to go along with the little gifts that I was giving out at Christmas. So that's what that looks like up close. So when I discovered that I had a whole bag of stars, I thought, how lucky am I to have such an amazing head start. But I needed to pretty them up a bit because they were very simple, because all they were just my scrap balls of yarn that I was using, and I was addicted to that star pattern. And if I do find it, I will certainly link it down below. It's been about a year since I made them, and I think if I can't find it, don't stress at all, because all you have to do is just type into YouTube, star ornament tutorial or star applique tutorial, and it will definitely come up. But in here I have a whole heap of all this very special yarn that's got all the sparkle in it. All of it is 8-ply, and it's just called the Kringle Sparkle yarn, and I have quite a bit of it, and I enjoy working with it, but not for like a whole project on its own, because after a little while it does sort of hurt my hands a little bit, but certainly for creating these beautiful borders. And then I thought I'll put a little loop on the top of all of them, so that way you can either hang it on the branch of a tree, or as I did, loop it around, a bag handle, so you can give it as a gift. Or even what I did as well, I had little cookies and I bagged them, and around the top, I hung them over with a little tiny Christmas tag as well, or a Christmas sticker on the back, on the little plastic sleeve that the cookies went in. So they're just a few little ideas to go with these little stars. So if you ever make them, they will certainly be, used in very many different ways. And gotta sew that in. But any color that you choose, I think works so beautifully, and any combination. So that is definitely one that I'm running away with, and I'm certainly enjoying the fact that they were already made. How lucky was that? That was like super, super bonus. So I will definitely be making, finishing as many of these off as I can. So I think I must have at least 100. So that's a pretty good start. And then the other suggestion that came across from my yarny friend Rebecca from Yarn and Pajamas. I've, mentioned before how amazing she is, and if you haven't already joined her, please go ahead and do so. And she suggested face scrubbies, and I thought, what a wonderful idea. There are a myriad of tutorials on YouTube for them as well. I will try to link the one that I use down below, but they are so beautiful and so simple to make. I have also started making them in various colors. And I thought this pattern, out of all of the ones that I saw, seemed to be the one that I could, like I would use myself. That's why I made it, because it's got the little, I think this color shows better on camera. See the little puff stitch? That's actually a nice little texture. Not only does it look interesting and pretty, but also would help, when you're taking off your makeup or, washing your face with them. So they're the two makes that I've been working on to go towards the markets. I have seen other comments and ideas which I'm hoping to be able to attempt to make some, even if it's just a little handful of them. I'm really interested in making those little tiny octopus that people are making, the octos. I do have a lot of the velvet yarn, which I love working with, but I'm not sure if I'll be successful in making little amigurumi out of them as yet, because not that I'm doubting myself or giving up, it's just that I'm not as skilled in, you know, toy making as I'd like to be at this stage. So I will attempt one, and if I feel that it's taking me way too long a time, I will work on it and hopefully be able to perfect them for a later time in life when I might be needing them. And then the other things that I will hopefully have to show you in my next podcast, by then I should have made some. I want to make some headbands because I think they would be very popular. I know with my own daughter and her friends, you know, my son's girlfriend, they've really liked when I've made them some. And I actually made some here not long ago. We had Are You OK Day. Sorry, apologies if I'm not sure if it's worldwide at the same time, but I'm sure you're all familiar with that special day that we all need to be aware of. And at the time we made yellow ones, and my crochet group and I, Coco's Crochet Corner, we quickly, you know, made them. So they're a very quick and easy project. So I thought I should be able to make a few of those. And what I'm hoping to also be making is some coasters. I made a pretty coaster. It's at work though, to go under my mug, so I thought I'd be very fancy now that I know how to crochet and not just use you know, a piece of paper under my mug, so that I don't, you know, have a little ring stain on my desk from my coffee dripping. So I'm hoping to have some of those to show you in the next podcast. So although I haven't, you know, had too much to show you other than a few little things, they're all adding up because I'm looking at my inventory for my markets. Once again, as I've always said, I do have so many projects in my mind that I want to run away with, but I need to pace myself because I do have a goal in mind. So even though my crocheting at the moment is a little bit more structured than usual, I am trying to not get myself started in anything new other than anything to do with the markets at the moment. So please bear with me. I hope it doesn't get too boring for you, but I am hoping that what I have to show you will excite you as well. And don't be surprised, I guess, if I do start another whip, because knowing me, chances are that might just happen. So for now, I think that's, you know, all I wanted to pop on to say, you know, that we are working, Coco and I, on our crocheting projects, definitely. So, you know, thank you for watching. I also, again, wanted to say how much I love reading everybody's comments and responding to them. And just amazing people. You're all amazing people with so much to offer. So, and I would love to see your makes. It's not just about me. We're sharing this journey. So if you want to send something to my email address and you want me to share with everybody, I will try my very best to include, you know, somehow through technology, work out how to put it on the screen. If not, I will show it somehow, even if it's on my iPad, because I don't want to promise you that I will, you know, perfect my technology skills by the time, you know, someone sends me something. So please do, you know, I would think that most of us would like to see what we're all making. And please, you know, keep crocheting, keep having fun, keep tuning in, because we're certainly, you know, wanting to share our journey with you. And until we see you next time, please stay safe. Please be kind to each other. I think that's very, very important. We certainly are part of a community that is very kind to each other. We're very blessed. And thank you once again, and we shall see you in our next video.